I know you didn't get a chance to go up to SIG, but when we went up there, we got to shoot Max Michel's new version, the SXG.
SXG, huh?
Bro, sexy. Ugh. I know it doesn't look like anything super fancy, but when you feel the weight of it, you'll know what we're talking about. Get that thing out of there. Wrap your little mitts around that bad boy. And then check out the weight comparison between that and your X5 Legion, all tricked out with optics, light, all that kind of stuff.
Man, this is definitely heavier.
Like right around 60 ounces, slicked down without Surefire X300 and all the other stuff. I don't know if that's optic included. We'll have to go back and get weights on it, but feel how smooth that thing feels. And I don't know what's going on with those grips. I think it's G10 scales. It's got like that really aggressive grip finish on it, but it doesn't feel like it's too much. It feels like it really locks in your hand. We shot it up there, dude. I was blown away.
Yeah, it's aggressive. Like you said, it's aggressive but smooth at the same time. Like it locks in there, but it's not eating at you like grip tape or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm digging this weight. I like the fact that it's heavier. I bet it's going to help with recoil management for sure. The way it cycles.
The only thing I'm waiting on is the Romeo X on top there. It's their compact sight, but Max has got a new one out. So I run that Romeo 3 Max is my primary. I love it. It's kind of like an SRO. It feels a little bit bigger, but he thinned out his window and actually made it bigger, and now you don't need an adapter plate, so it'll mount straight onto there. But it's a different footprint than this size, so the Romeo 3 Max won't fit on that currently. You've got to get the new one, and I'm waiting on those to come in. But this is my favorite optics, my favorite gun so far, but I haven't got to shoot the exact configuration. Inside of that, obviously, I got to shoot Max's, which was an absolute tack driver. So it'll be interesting to see what this thing is out of the box.
Dude, this spring feels different than a typical spring. It cycles so smooth.
Yeah, we got an orange. It comes with an orange recoil spring, a purple, and then a red. The red is 16 pounds, I believe. The purple is 14, and the orange is 12. We'll kind of just cycle through to see what one burns better. I've never had any issues with the orange recoil spring, even shooting like 115 grain, 124, anything else. I've never had any light strikes. We're not shooting a lot of comps anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never had any issue with that. But it feels really good, man. It feels super smooth.
I wonder what
I've definitely been waiting months after hearing this thing was coming out, and after being up that SIG event, getting put a couple rounds through them. That thing was gnarly, man. And I think it's going to be Max's competition gun for the foreseeable future.
Oh, just like this?
Yeah, I mean, he's putting his optic on it, but yeah, I mean, he was running a slick down version. It's got that super thin flat trigger. So if you look at like a normal Legion trigger, or even a 320, just slightly different.
Yeah, yeah.
But it has a really clean, it's got a really clean wall, clean brake, pretty clean reset. Yeah. I even like the knurling they do. Like, they've got a little bit of knurling on the actual mag release. I like that it's rounded and it feels a little more aggressive. It feels like you won't be able to slip on it. So if you look at just the texture profile, just enough. But sometimes when you get these things really, really pronounced, depending on how you do your grip, how hard you drive in there, some guys will actually drop the mag release. I haven't had that issue, but I know some of the aftermarket ones.
So funny you said that. That last course I was on, guys were on the range, and as soon as they were locking in that grip, they take that first round and the mag would drop. And I kept thinking it was because they weren't seating the deal, but it's because of that mag release button. Some of those guys are getting so pronounced and so aggressive that locking in that grip is hitting that mag release button just enough to drop that mag. So that's interesting. That is a nice one.
Well, dude, I'm gonna jam with these mags. I'll let you get first couple mags through it. Hasn't been shot, hasn't been broken in. We don't really typically do a bunch of break-in stuff here. We got some protocols for carbines, especially like talking about proof research, carbon fiber barrels, what's the best method. We know some stuff the recce guys did. I don't really do anything much. I kind of favorite, run a couple mags through it, get a little dirty. I'll throw a bore snake through it, a little bit of lube. But really for me, I'm trying to break it in as fast as humanly possible, so I kind of just beat the hell out of it and really just torture test it. If it fails, if I get some issues, and contact the manufacturer. I haven't had that issue, especially not with any of the SIG stuff, like 320s, the XFIVEs. I've never had an issue, but slow and steady, but running through its paces.
I'm excited to shoot this thing.
Oh, dude, I'm stoked, dude. I'm waiting a long time for that thing to come out. I'm not gonna be able to shoot like Max, but at least I'll be able to look as cool as him on presentation. All right, my friend, first 3 mags are yours. Yeah, we'll throw an Surefire X300 on it. Probably throw on the Align tactical gas pedal on it. And we'll run it for a little bit, but just first one's out of the box. Just want to shoot it bone stock, no modifications, no oil to it, nothing. Just what happens when you pull this thing out of the box and just kind of send it. How's it feel? Because it's not really fair. You start swapping around recoil springs and start to add a bunch of different stuff into it. You really kind of lose the feel for how it is directly out of the box. And I know people have flipped this shit in the past, like, well, it's not out of the box. You put this on, that on it. Like, no, that thing's out of the box. I didn't even mount the optic. It came like that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see if the optic is close to sighted in. Either way, it'd be a good time.
Yeah, people ask me that a lot. Like, you know, how do you sight them in? Like, I shoot them straight out of the box and just see where they're at, and then I go from there. I don't make any changes. I don't try to bore sight them. I don't try to see if they're even aligned. I just put them on and send it and see how they go.
So let's try
First round's out of the box, baby. Everybody knows the rules. 3 mags, unbiased feedback.
It's a little to the left with the sight.
Have to make an adjustment.
No big deal.
His right eye is definitely toasted.
Yep.
I got one more mag before you say anything.
All right.
Just one more. Sounds good.
That new car smoke smell. Dude,
First impressions.
just the way it recoils, right? It's just the cyclic motion. I mean, I have my good grip and all, my master grip, but man, just this thing, it's just cycles flat. I don't know if it's because of the weight. Reminds me of a lot of the other heavier guns on the market, the way they're designed.
Does it remind you like a 2011 style feel? Just how it returns to zero?
Yeah.
That was the first thing I said when I shot. I was like, it feels like a 2011. Like X5 Legion, give me one, I'll shut up for the rest of my life. But when I shot this one, I was like, God, I didn't think you could make one I liked more than that. This thing's nice, dude. I mean, I haven't got to shoot it side by side with my favorite, so we'll kind of see just unbiased feedback. But I mean, outside of making a 2-inch adjustment on the optic itself, I mean, we're up close. But first round's out of the box. Pretty happy with it?
Yeah.
Well, get out of my way. Let me shoot this damn thing.
Touch it. Tell me what it feels like.
It feels heavy, but it feels like that's why you go to the gym anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. But it's smooth, buddy.
That's what a full-size gun should feel like. Like, it shouldn't be light and forgettable.
All right, let's see where we're at. Okay. Oh, God, I love that it goes home when you slam it, dude. Oh, I love this fucking thing. Oh, boy. I don't wanna like it. Well, I do love that new gun smell.
Yeah.
Fellas, That grip is nice, dude. It
It's
feels like it
comfortable.
doesn't move, but I dig that it doesn't have a bunch of texture on the front of it. I feel like I can still wrap my fingers around nice and clean. If I got to make some subtle adjustments, I can. It's not too grippy. But I do like the fact the back strap is nice and clean because I don't want a bunch of movement there. But I also hate when we put a bunch of skateboard tape right on the beaver tail. I feel like it really chews into your hand. And sometimes there's little subtle adjustments you want to make. Like even on a reload, I'm trying to spin this thing in my hand enough. And I've definitely done it in the past where I put skateboard tape or like on my Glocks, I'll stipple that. And then when I go to spin this thing in my hand, just that little bit of movement, I don't have it. I feel like it's a little hang up. And this thing doesn't. It feels slick where it needs to be slick, and then
Stays where it needs to stay.
exactly, dude. It's nice. Dude, we're gonna go back and grab some tools. I'm gonna do a little bit of adjustment on this thing. I'm gonna throw a Surefire X300 so we can get some draw strokes on it. And then we're gonna come back and hammer it again. But 3 mags out of the box, dude. I really, really dig this thing. Dude, 320 XFIVE SXG. Crushed it, dude. Crushed it. Yeah, we're gonna throw on a light and we'll be right back.
All right, so we made some adjustments to the sight, kind of zeroed it up a little bit, put the X300 on there to get some holster draws. And we put our famous gas pedal on there that we like to use just because, man, it just shoots so much cleaner with it.
Dude, a place that thumb to rest is like a game changer. And if it doesn't take up, if you don't have to do any holster modifications, I know they work with Safari Land, with ours, with a bunch of other ones, even the concealed carry ones, dude. If you have the ability to throw that thing on there and it makes you 5% better at managing recoil, rather throw that thing on there. Yeah, I think the boys at Align Tactical crush those. Yeah, they're great.
So yeah, we're gonna send some more rounds through it, get some holster draws.
And the adjustments we had to make to the sight, we only had to come over 3 inches right and 1 inch up. And I mean, we're shooting inside of a 1 inch square from, we set the thing in at 5 or 7, just see where we're at just for the initial test. And we'll take the thing back to 15, 20 and really hammer it out. But so far, dude, I dig that thing. Be nice to see what it's like at full speed. But
Basic equipment, you know.
yeah, dude. It's nice to see how flat that thing shoots. Go ahead and center again. Yeah, she's flat, cousin.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just with the weight, overall combination of the basic stuff we like to put on our pistols, but
Yeah.
yeah, seeing that red dot each trigger pull definitely is contribution to the weight of the slide and the overall gun itself. It's the way a duty gun should feel.
A lot of guys, if they've never messed around with like an X5 Legion, there's a little weight you can put in the back of that thing. A lot of guys take it out. I really dig it. I like to have the weight in the grip because for me personally, I'm not an expert, but if my slide weighs more than the actual frame itself, I feel like I can't manage the recoil as much. And I think that's what's nice about this is the actual frame itself weighs so much. The slide, you never feel it really return to zero. And it's nice because you can track the red dot in your eye line the entire time. It's never leaving the actual target, which is, if guys never got to shoot like a high-end pistol, something that's custom made or something that's really made for performance, X5 Legion, staccato, stuff like that, a lot of times it's the first time everybody's ever actually seen a red dot return in your eye line. It usually jumps off the target and you have to wait for it to resettle. That's what's cool about these, especially if you really pronounce that support grip. Now all you're seeing is red dot return to your eye, and you see a bunch of guys who've never shot that, they're almost confused by it. They're like, why is, I'm never losing my dot. I'm like, yeah, brother, you get what you pay for.
Yeah,
and that's what's really nice about the combination with that weight. I think it's slick down, I think it's right around 60 ounces. We go back in tabletop, we throw everything in there. Fully loaded up, I don't know what it weighs, but it's heavy, but that's why you go to the gym.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
I'll let you give her a try. About to reload her and do it again, but
Yeah,
that'd be
goodness.
selfish of me.
Yeah, you are.
Selfish bastard.
You're
I
a
am.
little selfish these days. Goodness.
That dot never goes anywhere.
No, man. Ooh, out of ammo. Dude, I really dig this thing. This thing is sick. It's real sick.
Fuck yeah.
Typically, I'd Monster Garage build this thing. I'd go grab my Max Michelle slide, I'd throw it on there. I think I'm gonna leave this bad boy bone stock, grab some more mags, run some head plates, just kind of see how it's feeling out. But I really want to get a side-by-side with X5 Legion. I'll grab the Max Michelle and kind of just do a side-by-side real quick. But so far, this thing does not disappoint, man. Like anything, you gotta try it before you buy it. Go to your local gun store, run some rounds to this thing, but I am thoroughly impressed so far.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, boys, we're gonna grab some more mags, start running some head plates, and get back to you guys in a bit. Got my extendo.
Just in case you miss.
Just in case I miss a bunch. At least then you got a bunch. I'll see it nice and easy. Ooh. Okay, let's slide her down. Shoot this thing again. We're at 7, almost 10 yards. Ooh. Brother. There you go, time for one more. Enough for one more. Oh, dude. This thing is nice, dude. Yeah, cousin. No oil, no nothing, man. Give that bad boy a wing. Really impressed, dude.
Take this.
Oh yeah, dude, you can definitely feel the weight difference.
Go down here and reset these things.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the weight difference. But even with that small dot, to be honest, like not a huge fan of that small dot comparison to like an SRO, the Romeo 3 Max. What is that? That's a Romeo 3 Max XL. I mean, I really like a big window, especially the older I'm getting. I definitely want a big ass aperture. So that thing's a little bit smaller than what I'm used to, but that dot is super crisp, man. And oh, God, the gun it runs on rails. We got to get Max and Dan Horner to come down here and shoot one time. Have you ever seen him shoot in person?
No.
It's atrocious. It's out of this world. All right, what do you think?
Dude, just that weight alone, tracking that slide. Usually you use recoil to bounce between plates. And I'm just pushing that thing because all I see is dot coming back and plate disappearing.
So the real question is, you have an X5 Legion, you've been running that for 2 years. If you already had an X5 Legion, is it even worth trading up?
My personal opinion, I think so. It's, like I said, it feels like a high dollar gun. Operates like a high dollar gun without the price point, you know?
If you're running an X5 Legion, it's definitely worth trying. The X5 platform is still my favorite. I mean, this is just a better version with more weight. So if you're one of the guys who always complains about the weight, oh, it's too heavy, it's this, it's that, probably not the gun for you. But you know, you're a big, strong, strapping lad and you really like the weight of a heavy pistol, which I do personally. It's definitely worth a shot, dude. I don't know how hard they are to get. I'm assuming they're gonna flash sale real quick, but it's nice, man. It's super nice, dude. Obviously try before you buy them. We're gonna keep running the hell out of this thing, but first round's out of the box, dude. Really, really impressed. I thought they knocked out of the park, and I mean, I'm sure Max Michelle had most to do with the design work on that, and he killed it like he always does. So yeah, really impressive.
He did amazing work. Like you said, it's just, man, it's, now we shot what, a couple mags out of this thing,
Yeah.
and it still cycles so smooth.
Yeah, no oil. We didn't do anything to it. Just pulled it out of the box and shot it. So yeah, man. First couple mags out of it, really dig it. Now we're gonna torture test it. See how much this thing will take on.
We'll beat it up a little bit.
Yeah, dude. Great stuff, man. Really appreciate SIG sending this thing out here. I know we've been on the wait list for a hot minute trying to get them. So yeah, we're gonna beat the hell out of them. And I think right now I'm just gonna stomp my feet. As soon as I get that Max Michelle optic, that new one, that'll definitely be my primary for 2025. So far, dude, I dig it.
We'll see how long it lasts in your gun box.
Yeah, before Joey steals it. Cole's going to one-line and write his name on it, I guarantee it. Fellas, we appreciate you guys. You get a chance, drop by into your local gun stores, check out SIG 320 XSG. Super tough, dude. Love this thing. Appreciate you boys. We'll talk soon.